welcome back to the Strategy Room. Good to see you again. How did your day go? Was it as good as mine? I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was as good as mine. So listen, I want to talk to you today about something quite serious, and I think maybe one of you, maybe one or two of you, or even more, are maybe going through this. But let me. I don't know how I'm gonna. Okay, let me just come out and ask you. For leaders, right, our number one goal is to develop our people to their highest potential. So tell me, what do you do when one of your team members that you developed gets a promotion above you? I'm not talking a promotion on your level. I'm talking about a promotion that is above you. How do you handle that? I know that that's a bit tough, I know it's a bit difficult, but let's talk about it. And I'm sorry that you're going through it, but life throws you these curveballs that you don't expect, but life do expect you to find some way to deal with that, right? So let's see if we can flesh our way through this. I look at it two ways, right? The first thing, well, first of all, let's look at some of the reasons why this might have happened. Number one, maybe that person was already identified to take that position. Maybe they were just training with you for a short time and this is something that you're aware of. And they were just getting that last minute brush up from you before they assumed the position. Or, now this is only two out of many because I know our time is short. Or maybe just this, it was just favoritism. It happens. It's realistic. It's happened. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is something that actually happens. So what do you do? What do you do? But in the first instance, let's just look at this. Maybe it is not your destiny path in that company or even that position for your next level. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like maybe your next level in your destiny was not necessarily that position, or that position in that company maybe is somewhere else. And secondly, maybe it's just you got caught off guard because you weren't ready. You weren't ready. So let's address two of these real quick. First thing, let me give you a little story. One of my sister's friend, she's just like a sister to me. She was working in an organization and she had an awesome team. And for some reason or the other, one of the persons whom she trained got promoted over her. Now, she felt within herself that this person was not ready for the position above her, maybe the next level, which was her level, but not above her. But nevertheless, she still was nice to the person. She still gave that person some tips, etc. She handled it very, very well because she had a lot of confidence in herself, and she knew that this person being promoted had nothing to do with her level of knowledge and her level of confidence, right? But guess what happened? Not so long after that, a company that she worked with before gave her a call and asked her to come in and so they can have a conversation with her. When she went in, she found out that they wanted to give her a much higher level of, I wouldn't say promotion, but position, right? And that position paid twice as much as that person who got promoted above her. So yes, we have to have a great attitude because it's not that person's fault that that person got promoted for whatever reason. You did not get the promotion, okay? And that's something you have to deal with. So you either, stand your ground and stay positive until your time comes. Now, let me just say this. My friend / sister was at a point in her personal development, where she could have handled that, right? She could handle somebody taking the position above her because, like she said, that's not me. It doesn't have anything to do with me because I believe in myself, right? But not everybody's there. Right? So let's have a conversation with those persons who are not there. What was your game plan? Did you have a game plan? First of all, I want to say this. don't look at that person or don't focus on that person who got that promotion above you. It's very dangerous to do that. Why do I say that? When you compare yourself to others, then your level reach the level of that person. And if you want to soar, your goal should be to be better than you were the day before. Let yourself be the goal. You want to be, you have envision in your mind who you want to become, and let that be the target, not the next person, because that person may not even be a fraction of who you want to be. So don't do that. Don't compare yourself with anyone else. And number two, it is also going to pull you down, especially if that person continues to climb. As they continue to climb, your emotions will continue to decline, right? So keep your eyes on the prize, which brings me to the next thing. Did you have a game plan? Did you have a plan? Was your plan just to get the next promotion or the next position? That should never be. You should have a broader plan. How far did your plan go? 1 year, 6 months, 1 month? Or did it go 5 years into the future? What was your end goal? What was your plan to get you to that end goal? For the most part, when persons get caught in this quagmire, they did not have a plan. They did not have a plan. And so they get caught up. Now, I can tell you specifically, it didn't happen to me personally. I can share a story. My husband, he was working in a very large organization, and I thought that he was excellent at what he did. He was ahead of his time, ahead of his peers. Even the person who was just above him, he had the knowledge. I mean, it was awesome. He always prepared himself for the next job before he even got to the job before that. So he was always like 2 steps ahead, right? So that was his plan. But his ultimate goal was to retire at a certain time. And there are certain positions he wanted to hold in that space of time, because he was also looking at the resources. He started looking at pensions, he's looking at everything. So his plan was bigger than the next position. So when that person did get the position above him, it didn't matter. He just shrugged his shoulder and said, it's their loss. But he said it was something bigger that was coming to him. And eventually, yes, he stayed the course. The second position was not in the same company, but he got the second position, the third and the fourth until he reached his zenith where he wanted to go, and then he walked off. He did it on his own terms. Now, if you don't have a plan, you are at the mercy of the person who's doing the hiring. So take matters into your own hands. Sit down, recalibrate, regroup, think about it. Where do you want to be the next 5 years? What are the steps that's going to take you there? What do you need to do to prepare for that? Were you preparing for the next level ahead of you? And if you are, good. Keep at it. And if you think that you would have learned everything you could have learned about that next level, then go to the next level. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Something big is out there for you. So don't wallow in self-pity, because we're bigger than that. We are guys from the strategy room. That's what we do. We strategize, and then we plot, and then we move on, right? So I know you're not feeling good right now, but give yourself 24 hours. I give you 24 hours. Shrug it off. Come on, let's do this. Shrug it off. Sit down. Get your game plan together. Sit with your mentor or your coach, whoever you have, or friend, and go over it. Make sure it's doable, and just go for it. Go for it. And I'll leave you with this. Success is the best revenge. Okay? Until next time, I hope this helps. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Okay? See you later. Bye-bye.